slow myself down. That's what I just did. Okay. So Libra moon, pick partners who constantly inspire you to be your best self. So whether that means they're intentionally doing it or it's like not intentional, but you are noticing that it's like helping you heal and like really be mindful of the things that are coming up in front of you that are meant for your healing and your growth. Pay attention to that, because that person is the mirror of you to help you grow in the ways you need to. And it might not be like an intentional thing from them. It can be in some aspects, but not always. So just pay attention to that like, even though it might be challenging, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the wrong thing. Relationships are meant to be challenging because we're meant to be going through this healing process that is challenging. So as long as you are growing and it's not draining your energy more than, giving you positive energy, then you're in the right place, whether that's friends, family, significant other. And also make sure you're setting your boundaries in your relationships, all relationships, make sure you're doing that. And that's a big part of the growth process and healing. So, and that's just being aware of it. And like each time something comes up and you notice that your boundary has been down, for the next time that a situation like that comes up, then you just edit it and like keep evolving from that. So time to look at our relationships, even if we don't want to. Libra reminds us that every partnership requires balance, and that balance takes work. First, though, we must start with this work within ourselves. Libra is the sign of peace and harmony, but she does not arrive at this state naturally. So, and I feel like this is like the biggest deal. Anytime you find yourself out of balance in your relationships, that just means you need to come back in within yourself and find your balance again. So how do we do that? Through self-care, through meditating, through grounding ourselves. So that's just all it's about, is always coming back within. And that's how you're going to heal those aspects of an unbalanced relationship, is balancing yourself so you can come back whole to that other person. Libra reminds us that if we are to stay sane in this world full of the multitude of energies, we need tools. We need our breath, our rituals, and our hard, fast habits, which bring us back to our center. If we do not have these, then our external relationships are bound to be a roller coaster ride of insecurities, attachments, and drama. Exactly like I just said. If you want them to be balanced, you have to remind yourself that the only reason you're reacting is because you're not balanced within. So you really need to make sure you're coming back to that whenever that happens. And then that's the time to bring yourself back into that relationship, or like give that relationship energy again once you come back in and balance yourself. There we go. I just said this is, and I promise I don't even remember like what this said before. Okay, so once we are centered within ourselves, we can begin to bring harmony to our relationships through open, honest communication, free of games. Relationships take energy, even the good ones. Anytime we are even thinking about someone else, we are giving them energy. When they become too draining or the flow of energy is not reciprocal, then it's time to readjust. This could mean putting in the effort needed to maintain them, or knowing when the effort is too much for our own energetic health. Sometimes two people come together for a period of time to work out their karma, and then they move on. Sometimes two people come together for the rest of their lives. Knowing the difference comes from a balanced mind, and it is the key to helping your energy evolve. You must decide which partnerships are deserving of the work because they help you grow into your best self, and which ones take more than they give. And always make sure that you're making decisions from a balanced state. So when you're in that emotional place, and like, let's say there's like a lot of turmoil, you're feeling hurt, you're feeling drained, all of that stuff, and you want to cut off the relationship, make sure before you make that decision that it's coming from a balanced mind, because then you can really see clearly as to what is taking place. Because if you're doing it from an emotional place, then you're not actually making a clear decision. That is just an emotional decision, and that's with anything. Emotional decisions are usually not clear, and it's coming from a place of like uncertainty, and usually a negative mindset. So always remind yourself of that whenever you're going through something hard or healing. There's no rush in making any decision around anything. Okay, so let's talk about Sagittarius a little bit. So we're going to be in Sagittarius season for the rest of this month until it moves into Capricorn, which I'm not sure the date. Someone might know on the top of their head, but actually, okay, so Preston is a Capricorn. I feel like it's like around Christmas. So be fearless in your pursuit of expansion. The energy of the Sagittarius is upon us. From the depths of Scorpio, we are brought new light from the joyful and optimistic Archer. Sagittarius is the wanderer of the zodiac. She searches far and wide for truth. She questions everything, but takes it all in, integrating it with her already vast knowledge. Sagittarius simply seeks to experience the world, not judge, but absorb all that it has to offer. She is the quintessential student who becomes the teacher and the ever-pensive philosopher. Sagittarius is the time to expand and have fun while doing it. Remember, have fun. That's what this life is supposed to be about. Don't take it too seriously. Ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarius reminds us of the joy in life. Our season is the time to try new things, visit new lands, and seek new perspectives at every opportunity. It's also a time to dream bigger. There is no limit in this season, so challenge yourself to envision greater possibilities. Call ease and watch the serendipitous encounters take over. This is truly a magical season to believe in miracles. If you believe in them, they'll appear. I agree with that. Every season has a low side to the energy. For Sagittarius, it's judgment. Be aware of this vibration if it's popping up for you at any point. Challenge yourself to remain curious and let your curiosity take over any judgment. Also remember to constantly ask yourself through this season, what is this teaching me? Instead of why is this happening or why me? Focus on the good and the good will get better. I notice that's already happening for me. Like I notice like when I judge unintentionally, it's not really I guess it's like a judgment, not like a negative judgment, but like a set judgment. I bring myself back into the curiosity as to why I'm putting like a label of it on it, or like already making that assumption in a way. And I've been very observant already through this season and asking myself a lot of questions, a lot. Yesterday, I was in the car by myself and I went to the grocery store and I had a full conversation out loud with myself. And it was awesome and didn't seem weird at all. I'm like, I just need to talk. I need to just talk. I know some of you girls know when you have kids, it's hard to just like get that out. So that's what I was doing to allow myself to just like release and like really the things that are going through my mind and I'm like experiencing right now. It helped me kind of just like, it felt like almost like laying it on the table. And allowing myself not to just like rush what I'm experiencing. I'm just experiencing for a reason. So that's the importance behind it. Okay, so now we can do the meditation. I was definitely thinking of things as I was reading and I forgot what it was. So I guess it doesn't matter right now. And then I'm actually going to do the moon cycle cards tonight because we haven't done those in a while. So that's what we're going to do. And then, if you can do some journaling, I'm not going to do a ritual tonight. New moon is coming up, so we will do a ritual then. But I really think journaling around the things that you want to shift for yourself and like with the relationship with yourself when you want to move forward, because this is the time to like think of those things and to release those things that are like your old way of being. Now is the time to release those old ways that you actually want to change. And that's because we're in Mercury retrograde and also we're about to move into 2019. So I think that is a really good place to start and set those intentions and think of those things that you've really been like thinking about that you want to shift out of and move into new ways. So, if you don't fall asleep and you have time for journaling, that is definitely a place to start for yourself. I've been journaling a lot, so I think I'll probably end up doing more tomorrow morning too, because I've just been like, I need to write everything down right now. Okay. So, I'm going to put this on mute before I start it. And it's like very peaceful here, which I'm loving. Okay. Relax and close your eyes. Relax your body. Take a deep breath through your nose. Hold it for just a moment. And then exhale deeply. Relax your jaw. And continue the deep breathing. In and out through your nose. Let your mind become aware of your feet. Feel a soft golden glow begin to enter your feet. Let it fill your feet with warmth and relaxation. Let your feet just fall where they naturally want to. Just let them go. Now feel that soft golden light begin to move up into your ankles. Feel your ankles become warm and relaxed. Let the muscles in your ankles relax. Just let go. And now feel that soft golden glow. Begin to move up into your calves and shins. Feel your calves as they sink more deeply beneath you. Let the muscles on top of the shins just relax. Feel them just let go. And now feel that soft golden light move into your knees. Let the warmth fill your knees. Let your kneecaps relax. Feel the back of your knees relax. Feel the muscles around your knees relax. Just let them go. Feel the warmth begin to move up into your thighs. Let the big muscles in your thighs relax. Let the warmth drip down from the tops of your thighs and ooze into the back of your thighs. Feel the back of your thighs just sinking beneath you. Just let them go. Now let the warm golden light move into your hip joints. Let your hips relax. Let the muscles in your groin relax. Feel your buttocks as it sinks beneath you. Let those muscles relax. Now let the light fill your abdomen. Feel a ball of golden light filling your abdominal area. Feel the warmth from the ball of light. Take a deep breath into that ball of golden light and feel it expand. Now let the light move up your spine. Feel it as it bathes each and every one of your vertebrae. Become aware of the slight lift of the small of your back. Feel the space there. Feel the warm golden light flow up into your chest. With each breath you take, let your lungs be filled with that warm golden light. And now let your mind move to your hands. Feel the warm golden light fill each finger. Feel it fill the palm of each hand. Let the golden light move up into your wrists and on up your forearms. Feel those muscles expand with the light. Let your elbows relax. Let the light move up into your upper arms and shoulders. Let your shoulder blades relax and sink down with ease. Let the light enter your neck. Feel your neck and throat begin to relax. Swallow gently and feel your throat open. Separate your lips slightly and then close them. Let your tongue drop into a relaxed position. Feel the warm golden light as it fills your entire head and face. Let your ears relax. Let your eyes relax. Allow that little space between your eyebrows to relax. Let your forehead relax. Let the top of your head relax. Just let go. And now that you're completely relaxed, I invite you to join me on a journey. Imagine yourself sitting peacefully on a porch swing, overlooking a field in the country. It's a summer's night. The sun has just set over the horizon. The bright moon now shining behind the clouds. The rain is coming down gently as you hear the raindrops pattering on the roof. The frogs and the crickets are singing happily as the night begins. The temperature is perfectly comfortable as the rain cools down the humidity. You rock softly on the swing, enjoying the consistent sway as a baby does being rocked to sleep. You allow yourself to melt into the swing and sit there as you contemplate how far you've come. And being in this moment is perfect. Your body fills with gratitude as you think of all the amazing things you experience in your life throughout your day. The people, the feelings, the magic, and the experiences you've endured. While you think about this, you suddenly feel a gentle presence with you. It's like a hug that brings a white light surrounding your body. It's warm and loving, reassuring that you're never alone. You always have guidance and protection wherever you are. Connecting with it allows you to feel it. As you feel into this love, the frogs start to sing louder. working their special magic to bring in the rain under the full moonlight. It's a joyous celebration of Earth's nurturing, cleansing, and renewal. As you listen to the rain fall harder and the frogs sing louder, allow yourself to feel into your emotions and release anything you've been holding back. Allow yourself to be free, be light, and let go. Detox yourself and cry if you need to until you feel peace. Take one deep breath, and when you exhale, do so deeply as if you are releasing anything that needs to be let go. You realize the rain has stopped. The crickets and frogs continue to sing their song. You are one with their energy. Thank them for the emotional cleansing and healing with a sweet smile. As you start to settle and allow the peace to fill you, the frogs calm as the crickets continue to sing. Admire the sky for a moment, illuminated by the moonlight. Feeling very calm, relaxed, and at peace. When you are ready to leave your imagined peaceful place, you can begin to reawaken your body and mind. Feel your muscles reawakening as you take note of your surroundings. Slowly return to the present. Move your muscles by wiggling your fingers. Open and close your hands a few times. Wiggle your toes, move your ankles. Move your arms and legs. Stretch if you want to, feeling your body becoming fully awake. Take a moment to sit quietly as you reawaken completely. Notice that you still feel calm and relaxed, though you are awake and alert. The weather here is so perfect. It was like, it reminds me of the meditation and like comfortable temperature. That's literally how I feel right now, which is awesome. And also, it didn't happen like during the meditation, but beforehand, the frogs were singing, and it was really weird because I haven't heard frogs since the summer, and there's crickets outside right now. I don't know if you girls can hear them, but I was thinking earlier, this meditation kept popping up in my head, and I'm like, okay. And then I come outside and I hear some frogs and crickets, and I was dying because like that just confirmed that that was the meditation I needed to do. So I think it's just ready for some emotional releasing. So, and it makes sense because we're trying to release to move forward. And Mercury retrograde is all about coming back to your past and anything that hasn't been released yet. And we're about to shift out of it. So to use this time as it's ending to do so is very good to move forward. And I remembered what I wanted to talk about. I love when that happens. It was just not the right time before the meditation, but afterwards it was. Okay, so Phil Good, who I share about, I just watched one of his posts, and he was saying that he channeled that this month is going to be a shift in our sleeping patterns. And he said that whenever you find yourself waking up around like 3 or 4 a.m., which tends to happen sometimes, that's actually meditation hour. And I think it has to do with like past, like how do we put that? Like gather hunter times, when during that time people would use that time to meditate. And I'm sure there's still cultures that still do, but it's definitely like an ancient ritual. And he was saying that during this month, when that happens for you, if you can, it is a very powerful time to say an intention out loud and use that time to do so. Like I'll probably whisper it if I'm like next to my husband not getting up. But like that's definitely something that I'm going to try and pay more attention to if that happens for me. But he was saying the month before, so like November was more sleep. And I did notice I had very comfortable sleeps pretty much this whole past month. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I just read that. Okay, the other thing I shared on my page yesterday, and I'm pretty sure like this is probably way over most people's heads because it was about astrology. So my husband brought up yesterday, because he's kind of like a actually he's an instigator, but also he's like kind of like devil's advocate, kind of like he wants you to like look into everything. So anyway, he brought up the fact that NASA like mentioned astrology as like bogus, right? I've read this article before. It was like probably like 2 years ago. I think he sent it to me and I just was like, yep, not listening because I already know my truth. So anyway, so he's like, so that means that our signs are actually like not right. Okay. And he's like going on and on reading this whole article. First of all, getting the joy out of it. But that was beside the point because that turned into something else for us. But I said to him, okay, I'm actually glad you brought this up so I could speak to this if anybody comes to me about it, so I can do my own research. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but astrology is based, so our astrology, Western astrology, is based on 12 equal segments of there's 13 constellations that the sun passes through. And for Western astrology, we have it broken down into 12 of them equally, 30 degrees equally. So when we are passing through those signs, those constellation signs, they're named after them basically. The zodiac signs are named after the constellations. It's not about connecting with the constellations necessarily. It's about the intentions of them. And as we pass through them, that's what we're connecting with. It's not necessarily that planet is directly on that constellation, or that when we were born the sun was directly on that constellation. It was just in that segment. So he was trying to give me a hard time saying that like there should be 13 and we'd be a month ahead, which he is right. And he is right because if you look into Vedic astrology so what NASA was trying to get at was if you're connecting with those constellations and they are connected, if you are like the sun is on that constellation, then you would be a different sign. And he's right for the purposes of what Vedic astrology is. Western astrology is based on something different. So you're talking about like two different things, apples and oranges. Like there's astronomy and then there's astrology. So NASA was trying to like basically freak everyone out. Meanwhile, these 13 constellations have been around for years, like thousands of years. So they knew about it. It's not like there was no intention behind it, but like, it's just the way it's set up by the seasons. So it's basically like, so if you think about it this way, like fall equinox, I think, so there's fall equinox, spring equinox, winter solstice, summer solstice, and signs usually start on that day too. So they have it set up that way intentionally. So now Vedic astrology, so I haven't looked much into it. So I decided to do that last night to like check my birth chart. And lo and behold, for Vedic astrology, I am a Capricorn. Yes, I'm a Capricorn. And in Western astrology, I'm an Aquarius. But actually it's interesting because the other signs, like my moon sign and other signs I think they're the same. There may be one or two that are different, but they looked the same. I was still Scorpio moon. So if you girls are interested, I just wanted to share that piece of information because people try to just like come up with reasons why things are wrong. So, or like they don't understand it and it doesn't line up in the way that they're thinking, but they don't really do enough research on it. So if that comes up for you, I just wanted to share because I learned that last night and I thought it was very interesting. So that's my knowledgeable facts that I learned. I did not come back at my husband to debate him because I'm not that type of person. I just let it be. And I said, here, if you want to read more about the other side and learn more about astrology, here's an article. And I said, but don't try and whatever. We got into our own thing that I don't even want to do. So, or talk about. Okay, so I'm going to pull cards now. So if that was
B, please.
Girls, because I know, and I want to get back into after Mercury retrograde, get back into our birth natal chart and do a little more on it. And then I've been thinking recently how I want to do cards on there and pull up some other stuff. But right now I'm focusing on products, and that's just where my mind has been. So, all right, I can't hear you girls because I had you on mute. So now I can hear you.
Sarah, please.
Okay. I saw you were talking, turned green. So I'm like, she's talking, I can't hear her. All right, girl. I'm going to talk to you after this about the containers before I do anything else.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we'll just talk about it. So much research and my head hurt beforehand. I was like, I need to take a break.
Yeah, I hear you.
I have unlimited potential and I claim my purpose. All I need is within me.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a very powerful card. Okay, where's my book? Okay. 31. Oh, I wanted to share something else before I read this card. So this has to do with me, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm doing my birth chart yesterday, and I'm like, I'm January, so that's number 1 of the months, right? Then my birthday date is 31st, so that's the last day, right? So it's first day, last day, like that there can be in every month. And then I was born at 12:59. So last and last. Isn't that weird? And then there's something else. Hold on. Oh, 1989. So that's like the last number. Isn't that weird?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like looking at it. I'm like, okay, that's like interesting. That I'm like at the edge of the things, I feel like. Okay. Purpose. We are each a vessel with an unlimited capacity to express our potential. Our highest purpose is always evolving, shaped by our desire to move beyond illusions of fear and into our true nature of love. Now is the time to fully realize your potential. It simply awaits your acceptance of it. This awareness growing inside of you is as a result of the love you've consistently given yourself. Oh, I love this. As you dissolve feelings of doubt or defeat, step into this truth and sincerely believe in who you are. Know that the world needs your special gift. Oh my God, I'm getting so many chills. Continue to strengthen your confidence, claim your ever-evolving purpose, and give yourself permission to feel your full range of feelings. All you need is within you. Ah, how cool is that?
That's perfect.
So perfect. Oh man, I love it. I don't even have anything to speak to that because you just know.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, were you gonna say one for you, girl?
Yeah.
You ready for a card?
Oh yeah.
How's that bath, by the way? That was the other thing I wanted to mention. I'm so happy you're taking a bath right now. So happy.
It got cold, so that kind of sucks.
Oh no.
But
I
it's
would have
not
turned the water back on. That's what I would have done. But
all about it.
you wouldn't have been able to hear me. Okay. So that's what Britt said too. Last week she took a bath and it was cold. Okay. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Oh, perfect. You're resting in the bath right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. 34. Basically, take a time out. Proper rest is key to keeping our eyes bright, our skin clear, our vibes high, and our magical powers on point during waking hours. Your body and spirit want rest, so you're restored and feeling your best. You don't need to earn your beauty sleep. You deserve it and thrive with it. You'll feel more stable, make healthier choices, be more focused, and have more energy. Slow down and welcome a sweet restful phase to enter your life. Sleeping well at night or adding the necessary naps during the day will help subside imbalanced emotions, roller coaster cravings, and kick your body's human system into full gear. Be sure to make time in your life for sleep, rest, and relaxation. It's a vital part of true self-care. Vital. You have to do it. Which in turn impacts your service, presence, and success in the world. Restore and nurture your inner and outer beauty. I love that. And I want to say, because you are about to be done with school too, right? You just finished this. You have like a month now, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So use that time to rest. This is like essential for you. So totally feel into that. And I talked to Sarah about the nutrition thing, so we want to help guide you with that too. So I feel like this is a good time to like bring that into fruition for yourself. Start slow and rest and bring yourself more energy. So you got it, girl. That's awesome. That's such a good card for you, I feel like. Good timing. Okay. Anything you want to speak to that, or you're good?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, Britt or Kim, or both of you. Britt, I guess I'll do you first.
You made a
Bye, Kate.
I think someone commented first.
Oh, chatting. I'm seeing these chats. Okay, Britt first.
Brittany was first.
Perfect. Thank you. My
You're
chat.
welcome.
Okay.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye, girl. Okay, Britt. Oh, I had something to say to you too. Okay. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And I feel like that's a good card for you too. As we were just talking about healthy boundaries between relationships. Okay. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for our physical and emotional well-being. We each have a need to care for our unique nature, enforce certain limits, and maintain self-respect. Tune into your central power source as you create and relate in the world with healthy boundaries. When your boundaries are too weak, you may give too much away, let too much in, or set yourself up for unhealthy dependency. Yet, if your boundaries are too rigid or thorny, you can become tense and isolated. Either extreme can be physically and emotionally painful over time. Recognize habits that drain your energy and discover this tender balance for yourself. The positive impact of healthy, clear boundaries will ripple into every aspect of your life. As I'm like reading this, I just imagine you just like going with the flow and not thinking too much. Like, don't overthink anything. Just like do what feels right and don't overthink it, if whether it's right or wrong, that kind of thing. Just allow it to flow. What feels right now, like in each moment, I guess, and just go with that and continue to do so. And then things will just be like more natural for you and in balance. The other thing I wanted to say is, so Sarah and I are doing samples of all of our stuff, like our products together, like the makeup I make, our hair products for like healing the scalp, and she's doing her face essential oils and body butter and like a couple other things. And I was thinking for you, if you want to get one for Lauren, let me know, or even for you, just let me know, because that was coming across to me because I know you were thinking about that for her at one point. So just let me know, because we're doing samples, and we have like 3 different options. It's in the group, but the whole package is $26, which is like we're literally like not making any money off this. It's just to get like feedback and like see how the products are before like putting them out there, just for us and our sake, and to help like other women and like try them out. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. All right, Kim, I'm gonna pull you a card. I'm so happy you got to be here with us tonight. That's awesome. I was surprised to see you on. Oh, Britt tuned off. I don't know if she even heard me. Good. All right. Did you meditate at all? Or did you just hang out?
Did I get to meditate?
Yeah. Did you get to meditate?
I did. I actually got my kids to bed on time, so.
That's awesome. That's so good. I wasn't sure because I feel like last time you were on with Jess, you had your kids, and I feel like most of the time it's like Richie's up. So that's amazing. I'm so happy. Were you able to connect with it at all?
I did. And it really kind of surprised me because it's been a while since I've done a meditation, and I could like feel my forehead kind of tingling and stuff.